What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a very good day. I got a lot of my stuff done. I did 2 loads of laundry, wrote got a chapter today, and I didn't get a chance to go to church today, so figured I'd read the Bible. I should be doing that every day, but whatever. Got everything I need to do done today, except for the fact that I need to go to the store and get my son's birthday present. But I can't do that right now because my mom is supposed to pick up my stepdad, because apparently he did not take car work today. And so I'm just waiting around for that right now. I just got out of the shower. I didn't earlier, but for whatever reason, my kid kept bothering me, and I let it go too long. But either way, we're here now. Run down what I did today. I feel very accomplished today. Very good about what I did today, and I usually only feel good if I actually accomplish and get my goals done. I woke up this morning, I made breakfast, and then when I got done making breakfast, I started cleaning on the house. I went through and I cleaned the living room first, then the kitchen, did all the dishes, cleaned the bathroom, picked up my son's room, my daughter actually picked up her room on her own today without me helping her. And then I picked up my room and picked up my master bathroom. I did 2 loads of laundry after that. Then I made lunch. And then after getting lunch done, I then read for about 5 minutes out of the Bible. And then, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but I was doing like 30 minutes to an hour a day, and it was almost too much for me, especially after reading. It was like I couldn't retain it. So after reading like a chapter out of a book and then reading an hour in the Bible, so I figured I'd dial it down a little bit and then work my way back up until my brain activity can actually retain everything. But yeah, I read 5 minutes out of the Bible, and then I read another chapter out of the Shack, which yesterday when I was talking to you guys, I was talking about how people were criticizing the depiction of Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. And it actually explains in the book that for Mac, the main character, he appeared as a black woman for a reason. And the fact that he appears that way means that God is not actually a black woman. Nobody is trying to state that. And it also does say in the book that explains why she appeared the way she appeared, and why she or he is referenced as the Father, and basically goes through a somewhat explanation of the Holy Trinity, which was really, really good. So far in the book, he is still at the Shack, and this is the second chapter that I'm in that he has then arrived at the Shack, and he is currently still at the Shack, and basically he's having an in-depth conversation with God, and basically explaining to Mac a lot of different stuff that he has questions for. He asks questions, she answers them, gives him a lot of explanation for things in his life, and basically just gives him a lot of answers for the unknown in his life. It's a very intriguing book. I implore anyone to read it. So far it's good. I'm about halfway through it. I think after I read this book, though, I will read The Purpose-Driven Life. I don't remember who it's by, but when I get to it, I'll let you guys know. I also decided to start doing something new, and I think it's very, very helpful to know our past. So today I started looking up what happened on this day in the past, and I learned that in 1881, Alexander Fleming was born, and Alexander Fleming was actually the person who made the penicillin, made penicillin, and he was born on this day in 1881. In 1945, the nuclear atomic bomb that there was a nuclear atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima in 1974 or 75 or 76. I can't remember which one it was. Lyndon Johnson actually signed the Voting Act, which allowed other people that weren't white, basically anybody who wasn't allowed to vote was allowed to vote, which basically blacks in that time. He signed the act that allowed them to vote from then until now. Let's see, 2004, Rick James died, and also on this day in the past, I can't remember what the date or the year was, but John Pope II, not the second, the sixth, actually died at 80 years old. So it's kind of fun to learn that, and something I didn't know before, and I'm trying to learn something new every single day because I don't want my brain to go to mush. I don't want to just be this shell of nothingness that has no knowledge whatsoever. And as I explained yesterday in my video, I wasn't really good in school and I never really pushed myself. So now that I'm coming up on 30 years old, I am going to be pushing every single day to learn something new. Can you stop mocking me while I'm making a video?
I'll make a video.
You can make a video after I'm done, so you need to leave. Anyway, it's really fun to learn something new. It's very the history has always been interesting to me, and I did get good grades in history, but I never really pushed myself to retain the information. I do plan on rereading a lot of books that I have read before, and new books that I'm going to read, I plan on rereading them as well, and along with the Bible, I'm going to continue to read it every single day, and then when I get done, I'm just going to start over. A little bit of the Bible and then a chapter out of a book every single day. And I'm going to try to. Right now we don't have a whole bunch of books, but I've got about 4 shelves that are, I want to say a foot and a half wide, full of books right now that I want to get through. We've got some Lord of the Rings stuff. We've got a lot of different Christian authors that have written books. I want to read those books, talk about different aspects of life. But yeah, I now am yearning to learn things, and I never did when I was young. I never wanted to learn new things. The only way I wanted to learn is if it was something I was interested in. Cars, girls, skateboarding, motocross, whatever it was. I wanted to learn about that, and I knew a lot about that at the time, but now that I'm getting older, there's a lot of different things that I want to explore, and I want to, be very knowledgeable, and I don't want to waste my time on just watching TV and Netflix and Hulu and, not just learning what I learned from a documentary series or whatever. And I don't retain things very well whenever I watch stuff. I usually retain it better when I read it. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. But yeah, aside from that, I got all that done, and I am just waiting to go to the store. My son's birthday is next Sunday. And I think we're going to throw a party here. I'm not really sure, either here or Chuck E. Cheese. I haven't decided yet, but I am going to figure something out. That has got to be on my goal list, to figure that out before that comes up. Because after that, on the 4th, in the beginning of next month, my mom's birthday is coming up, and I want to do something special for her. I here lately have been doing a lot of stuff for her. The other day, I actually put in a attic ladder, and I put in a ceiling fan for her. So, ceiling fan and attic, I did 2 things. 2 things that I've never done before, I actually did just the other day. So, I never put a ceiling fan in, never done an attic ladder. So, I was pretty excited to learn how to do that. And it wasn't like somebody showed me how. Me and my stepdad actually just kind of figured it out as we were doing it. and we got it in there. Unfortunately, the ladder part actually was too tall, so whenever you went to bend the lower part of the ladder that's on a hinge, it would come down, and it wouldn't like unfold all the way because the ceiling was not high enough. So we have to saw like I think an inch and a half off the bottom in order to get it to come all the way down to be usable. But I think my dad said he's probably going to do that. My Mimi and Pop are supposed to drop off at Sawzall to be able to do that. But in other words, I think I wasted enough time on this video. I just wanted to tell you guys that I am striving to do new things, learn new things, and I am getting my goals done every single day. And hopefully every single day I'll add at least 1 or 2 more goals, or at least until I get comfortable with these goals. And I want you guys to do the same, because I want you guys to be goal driven. I want you guys to want and have more for your life, and not just material things, but to be able to access more knowledge and to be able to access more strength and more willingness to do things and more motivation to do things, because I'm learning as I'm going on this journey. I am actually, the more and more I do it, the more I want to do it, and the more I want more. So I want that for you guys, and I'm curious to see where I'm going to end up one day because of it, you know. And if it's with your job, strive to do more, strive to learn more about your job. You know, I don't have a job right now, but if I did have a job, I think one of the things that I would do right now is just find like whatever your company's description of your job is, go through and read that job description every day, or read a page of it every day out of what the job description is. And in a year's time, if you're still in that position, you know everything about that job description, and when it comes time to train somebody, you actually have the ability to train them and let them know what it is that is expected of them in that position. So, you know, I think the next time I go back to work, if I go back to work or if I start my own company, that is the long-term goal. Right now I'm just working on my short-term goals, but long-term goal, if I go back to work, that is what I intend on doing. I want to be the best at my job in that position. So, you know, and I want to be happy doing it. I want to end the day knowing that I did everything that I was supposed to do, and I don't want to go back and change the way I did it, which, you know, sometimes you can't help that. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you wish you would have known, but we can't help that. If we didn't know certain things, we just didn't know certain things. Ignorance is not a bad thing. It just means you don't know. And, you know, that's why I'm striving to learn every single day, so that way that as life goes on, there's less and less that I don't know. But anyway, I love you guys. God bless. Thank you for watching this video, and you guys have a good day.